French Revolution. The first visible expression of nationalism ever was the outbreak of the French Revolution in the year 1789. Many oppressed and agitated people stormed the fortress prison Bastille. The major outcome of the revolution was the formation of a constitutional monarchy and a reduction in the royal and feudal privileges. The French Revolution paved the way for the achievement of bigger goals of national identity and national pride, which can also be called nationalism. The revolutionists referred to France as La Patrie or the fatherland. The citizens enjoyed equal rights under the constitution. To commemorate this significant historical event, a new design for the French national flag was adopted. The new flag represented the pride and honor of belonging to a free nation. To invoke nationalism, several hymns and songs were composed and oaths were taken. A centralized administration system was created which formulated union laws for all French citizens. All feudal laws and dues were abolished. A new uniform system of weights and measures were adopted.
Silesian Weavers Uprising. In June 1844, disturbances and riots occurred in the Prussian province of Silesia, a major center of textile manufacturing. Crowds of weavers attacked homes and warehouses, destroyed machinery, and demanded money from local merchants. In response, the Prussian army was called to restore order in the region. In a confrontation between the weavers and the troops, shots were fired into the crowd, killing 11 people and wounding the others. The leaders of the disturbances were arrested, flogged, and imprisoned. The uprising was a result of severe social and economical distress in the region. Due to competition from overseas markets, the Silesian textile industry was in decline. This, combined with the impact of population growth, threatened to force the income of the Silesian weavers to below subsistence levels. In many ways, the Silesian weavers' revolt was a traditional response to poverty and hunger. Because of this, the event has gained enormous significance in the history of the German labor movement. In particular, Karl Marx regarded the uprising as evidence of the birth of a German workers' movement. The Weavers' Rebellion served as an important symbol for later generations concerned about poverty and oppression in German society. Italy unification. The 1848 revolutions, which happened in the states of the Italian peninsula and Sicily, were led by intellectuals and agitators who desired a liberal government. As Italian nationalists, they sought to eliminate Austrian control. During this time period of 1848, Italy was not a unified country and was divided into many states, of which northern Italy was ruled by the Austrian Empire. A desire to be independent from foreign rule led Italian revolutionaries to stage revolution in order to drive out the Austrians. The revolution was led by the state of the Kingdom of Sardinia. Early groups which wanted more rights and liberalism from their foreign rulers eventually joined in the 1830s into the group Young Italy under their leader Giuseppe Mazzini. Mazzini not only wanted a unified Italy, but he also wanted the new Italian state to be a republic. Camillo Benso di Cavour was the prime minister of the most powerful independent state in the early 19th century, Sardinia. He played an important role in the unification of Italy. Cavour's original intentions were simply prestige and power for Sardinia, but his goal, uniting more Italian territory under the same flag, was one and the same with those who wanted an Italian state. Moreover, Sardinia had a moderate king, Victor Emmanuel II, who ruled jointly with the Sardinian parliament, a political system those wanting an Italian republic would likely accept.
Britain unification. In Britain, the formation of a national state was not the result of a sudden upheaval or revolution. It was the result of a long drawn-out process. There was no Britain nation prior to the 18th century. As the English nation grew in power, it was able to extend its influence on the other nations. The Act of Union between England and Scotland resulted in the formation of the United Kingdom of Great Britain. The Scottish Highlanders were forbidden to speak their language after England was able to extend its influence on their country. Ireland suffered a similar fate. It was a country divided between Catholics and Protestants. The English helped the Protestants of Ireland to establish their dominance over a large Catholic country. After a failed revolt led by Wolfe Tone and his United Irishmen, Ireland was also forcibly incorporated into the United Kingdom in 1809. A New Britain nation was forced through the propagation of a dominant English culture. The symbol of the New Britain, the British flag, Union Jack, the national anthem God Save Our Noble Country, and the English language were actively promoted.